What's up, Reject Nation? I'm Greg Alba.
And I'm Inevitable.
We are going to watch from HISHE how Captain America should have returned the stones. From my understanding, this was supposed to be included in the actual how Avengers Endgame should have ended, but because of how long it was, they were like, we gotta cut it out. Now it's its own separate video. One thing I love about these guys is oftentimes I'll be like, wow, that's really funny, but also great point, and I wanna see if that lines up with the great debate of how the fuck did Captain America return the stones. Let's check it out.
Remember, you have to return the stones to the exact moment we got them.
So follow the branches. Don't worry.
3, 2, 1. Returning in 3, 2.
I forgot the scepter.
What?
Loki's scepter. For the Mind Stone. Did you just want me to throw the stone on the ground?
No, get him the scepter. There you go.
Okay. Let's do this.
3, 2, 1.
Here you go.
Thanks, Ancient One.
And here you go.
That was fast. Thank you.
You know it. I bet they're all gonna be this easy from now.
Oh, God.
Really? I need a tesseract, you guys.
Oh, come on.
I have to do.
Oh, God.
What happened?
Ouch, could have killed him.
Ow! Ah! I can't touch the power stone, you guys.
Oh, that's because it's supposed to go in this ball thingy.
The ball thingy?
Yeah, the ball thingy.
Well, thanks for letting me know about that now. Okay.
Oh,
Now we just
God.
gotta put you right back. Is there anything else I need to know or take with me on this mission from Hades?
Nope. Oh, wait, yes. You've got to inject Thor's girlfriend.
What?
3, 2, 1, Sam.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'm really sorry. I just need to put this in you.
No.
Thor summon. Yeah.
All right, Thor.
Loki, what tricks are you up to now?
You guys, I really think we should have discussed this before everyone left.
You've only got one more, man. It's fine. You got this.
Oh, no.
Stephen Rogers, son of Sarah.
Red Skull, son of a...
Language captain.
What?
Wow.
Really? You're here too?
What, did you think you were the only one with a magical time travel wristband thingy?
Is that John Bailey?
I was wondering that, yeah.
Plus, didn't you hear about the Fox Disney merger? We're all gonna be one big happy family soon.
Sounds like
Brothers.
Ugh, that's it. I'm done. Get your stupid Death Stone. I'm going back to my girlfriend.
That's right. You really should. Go to her. Go to her, you sexy man. Go to her and never look back. I'm keeping this. Oh, get it.
Steve?
Hey, I'm back.
That was delightful.
Yep, that
Yeah,
was John
John
Bailey.
Shouts out.
Unless you're a plane or a bomb or some ice or a brainwashed buddy or a Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Or Tony Stark or a version of yourself or just plain Thanos. Please stop.
Okay.
Alrighty. That would have been difficult to get all those stones back, especially like the power stone.
Never thought about that?
You know, there's just so much to think about.
I thought about it. I thought about all these things, and they solved all the answers right here. I'm so happy they did it. That had to have been John Bailey voicing Ryan Reynolds. That sounded just like his impression of him. Being around John Bailey when he does the impression is eerie, because it does sound 1,000% like him, and I'm sure most of these comments are like, that sounds just like Ryan Reynolds. That has to be him, especially because he's credited. So good job, John Bailey. I'm just going to assume that was you and give you all the credit. I hope that was actually you who did that, man.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna give you credit for every voice in this. Just to be safe.
Great job on Captain America. Great job on the Hulk.
Red Skull.
You
all
nailed
those
it.
Characters,
You
man.
nailed it. This is an idea of Captain America Returning the Stones that I feel like could have been a Disney Plus one-off movie or something like that.
I mean, you could actually make a pretty compelling solo adventure out of that.
A lot of it doesn't make sense when you think about certain areas.
It seems like it would be a team effort.
It has to be a team effort.
You would need Nebula at least.
He's never been to Asgard before. I didn't see a scene where they gave him a layout of how all this works. They were just pretty much like, okay, here's what you got to do. So yeah, does he inject it back into Jane Foster? Is there going to be some joke that's said in an upcoming movie? Because I know that Jane Foster, whatever, is up some part of different timeline according to them, because if Jane Foster's returning for Thor Love and Thunder, that's not going to be the same Jane we saw in Endgame, right?
A lot to get used to when Phase 4 comes out. I feel like there's going to be a lot of multiverse stuff happening.
Because I feel like some of this you could explain with like a quick joke or something, like Cap showed up and just injecting me with a
Stabbed me
needle.
with something. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. The Power Stone bit was a great point, because there's such a big climactic scene that involves the Power Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy. We know the effects of it. Such a great point. Such a great point.
I love the little band-aids all over the Tesseract. And I think my favorite one is the Red Skull and the Soul Stone. And the whole like weird
Wow,
reunion
you are
that would be.
so late to the game on
I
these
was
thoughts.
just so dazzled.
These are what everyone's been talking about.
Yeah,
all
it's
over
the thing I
internet.
thought the least about, because it
You're
was
so late to the thought game.
I know. I saw the movie and I was like, oh good, this is the end of a chapter. I can stop thinking.
I've heard so many movie news sites and Twitter just constantly be like, how did he return it? I wonder what that confrontation with Red Skull was like.
It was probably actually really nice, because the Red Skull's probably gained a lot of perspective over time. I mean, he's alone, almost disembodied the way he like floats around now. So, you know, maybe he's really zen.
What I would like to see he pull off one day, you know how Family Guy has their Peter Griffin and chicken fight? It's funny because of how long it is and just how detailed it is.
And how it's grown over time.
But it's so cool at the same time. Like, it's a really cool fight. And sometimes Family Guy breaks down these really cool action scenes. And I feel like it'd be really cool if one day they did something like a really epic, badass fight.
Just like an animation feast of
like
combat.
If they had Captain America or Red Skull, it would go at like the whole Deadpool bit's really funny, but it would also have been cool if, like, oh, we actually get some showdown between Red Skull, who's like, I don't know how he eats, or what is he, Red Skull?
What
They
is he
better
now?
explain that one day.
Aside
what
from
the
Ross
hell is a Red
Marquand.
Skull? I don't understand how he's alive. Why is he floating?
Well, he doesn't look like he's fully alive.
He's
That's
not
the thing.
human.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
like some kind of spirit who's trapped in the Soul Stone realm.
Does he still have a grudge against Captain America?
Definitely, he's still petty.
See, I would have liked to have seen that conflict go down, keep the jokes and the humor alive, but I think doing something where we could have been here and be like, that's an interesting take. That probably could have happened. That's why it led me to think this would be a cool Disney Plus show. It wouldn't make sense for the what ifs, but you could be like, what if we saw it happen? And then you
That
do
is
an
a
hour and a
what
half
if question.
animated movie.
Make it happen.
They could do, what if, or not what if, but how did Doctor Strange assemble everyone at the end of it, where they all come back and they're just like, who's this guy? That's the whole thing, every bit. Who's this guy?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? They should see all the different people he didn't get to show up, because
Right.
you know somebody didn't.
True
You
that.
know.
Well, guys, you can subscribe to How It Should Have Ended if you haven't done so already. What's your favorite How It Should Have Ended video? Subscribe to The Real Rejects, click that notification bell, and let's give a Patron of the Day shout out to a man named Taylor Bentley. Taylor, I have nothing left to offer you in these shout outs. Nada. You are pledged. Thank you. I love the support. Clearly, we like to customize and personalize the shit out of these shout outs. You won't get back to me. I don't know what happened, all right? Does your girlfriend have you chained somewhere Is she afraid you're gonna like go online and just watch nothing but pornography, so you're not allowed to access the Patreon page?
Imagine they live like a Mercy type of, lifestyle.
What the hell is Mercy, John? What are you talking
Kathy
about?
Bates and James
You mean
Caan's
Misery?
Misery.
How did you ever do good in that free
Hey,
for all?
you
I
know-
don't understand.
I had an earpiece and I was being fed the answers the entire time.
Taylor, I don't know why you won't reply back. Just keep your card on file. You know the drill. Keep your card on file. I don't know, your girlfriend, she's probably an emotionally abusive woman, and that's the most I could conclude why you haven't gotten back to me.
Only possible explanation for all this.
Or she broke up with you recently, and
you're depressed.
And you're depressed, and you don't want to talk back with us.
And you want to be forced to laugh while you're feeling that way.
Bottom
I get
line,
it.
I'm blaming the woman for why you haven't gotten back to me.
That's a good strategy.
Especially in this day and age.
Definitely.